Pesch here with us. You're celebrating a big anniversary this year. It's so exciting.
Oh, Kara, totally, totally. Yeah, 40 years, and I can't believe it. I still feel like 22,
Yeah?
and I feel just started, but yeah, it's now 40 years, even more. We were counting from our first album. First
Okay.
album was Burning the Witches. It came out in 83, 84. So that's the reason why it's now 40th anniversary. And yeah, but I had my first band in 1980. It was called Snakebite, then
Hmm.
Beast, then Attack, and then Warlock. And we formed in 82, and first record came out 83, 84.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, and we're celebrating with a big record. And in my former hometown, Düsseldorf, we will celebrate a big show 28th of October. That's one day after the new album is released. That will come out 27th of October. And it's
Yeah.
called Conqueress, Forever Strong and Proud. And I'm so excited. And yeah.
I saw that you have a new video coming out from the album. Can you tell us a little bit about what to expect from the video?
Yes, yes. Did you see the first single, the first video, Time for Justice, Kara,
I
on
saw
YouTube?
photos for a video that's coming out, I think, later this week, if I saw it right
Yeah,
on social.
actually, it is done by the same video producer who
Okay.
did our single Time for Justice, and they're these great people. They call it wasteland warriors, and they have like these crazy outfits on, and they build their own motorcycles and cars, and it really looks like a Mad Max movie. And this is actually the follow-up for Time for Justice, and it's coming
Okay.
out on Friday. And the song is one of my favorite songs. That's the reason why it's the opening track. It's Children of the Dawn, and I love it. I think the chorus is killer, the melodies are killer. It has a great atmosphere, and I can't wait till we play it live. And I hope you guys like the video. I think it came out great, and yeah, and
I'm
I
excited
hope.
to see it.
I
So
think it's
that made me think of a question when we saw you in Italy this summer at the festival. You had your big Doro backdrop behind you, and there's characters on the backdrop. Or are they anybody in particular? My daughter wanted to know who they were, if they were people from history of the band, or if it was just somebody's artwork.
Yes, actually, yeah, the painter, he's great. His name is Jeffrey Gillespie, and he did, the first time he did our album cover, that was the Triumph and Agony album, this
Okay.
one, you
Yeah.
remember this? And I always call it when we have a new album coming out, or when we have a metal album. So last time I told him I want to do a double album, and actually the backdrop, it was from last record, Forever Warriors, Forever United. So I told
Yes.
him that he was painting something, and actually all the guys you see, they look like they could be in my band.
Right.
Actually,
Yeah.
like other guy looks like Luca, and now of course Luca, he's not touring with us anymore. He's still in the band, but we have now
Okay.
Bill Hudson, because Luca, he became a dad, and he has a
Oh.
studio now and stuff, and he's with us for festivals and stuff. So he's still, we just have a bigger family now, so nobody really
Yeah.
left. These guys on the backdrop, they're actually my band, and guys, they look like my road crew. So they're all we know, and important people who, yeah, who work on our show and stuff. And yeah, and the guy who's painting it, Jeffrey Gillespie, I think he's such a great guy. He's actually an English guy, but he lives in France. And
Okay.
and I told him about the new album, and I said, "Yeah, Jeffrey, it sounds very metal and stuff." And and he said, "I already painted something." I said,
Oh.
"Really?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Shall I send it to you?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely." And I saw the album, and actually, it is a picture this as well. So for old school people who love
Okay.
all that stuff, picture this
Very
and stuff.
cool.
A double album, double album. And so I saw the artwork, and I thought, oh, that's great. And my work title was always Forever Warrior. It was not Forever Warriors. That's the last one. Forever Strong and Proud.
Hmm.
And it fit perfect. And then we thought maybe one more, like one word. And at first, the idea was Conquestador. And then I thought, yeah, maybe not everybody knows what it is because it's
Mm.
the Spanish version. Then I thought Conqueror. Then I thought, let's put the female version of Conqueror. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why it's called Conqueress, and forever strong and proud, that everybody would feel, strong and proud when they hear the music and stuff, and that
Yeah.
they feel good, powered.
It's a
Yeah.
very appropriate title for the Metal Queen.
Oh, thank you, Carla. You're so sweet. Yeah, and we had no idea that we could conquer, the metal world. It was like not planned out, and it really just happened. I guess we were at the right time in the right place, and and I was so lucky. I could tour with everybody, with all my heroes. My very first big tour was actually in 1986 with Judas Priest,
Mhm.
and I was a big. Oh my God, it was so unbelievable. And the second tour was Ronnie James Dio,
Yeah.
and then so Death, and then we toured with Motorhead and Saxon and everybody I loved. And I was a big Kiss fan, and I met Gene and Kiss in 1988 for the first time. He was announcing them at the legendary Monsters of Rock festivals. That's the first time that we. And then 1 year later, he became the producer, Gene Simmons, and he wrote many songs for this album.
Yeah.
So I tell you, all my dreams came true. And now on this new album, I have 2 duets with Rob Halford. I can't believe it.
Wow.
It's so great, awesome. And one song I picked, it is Living After Midnight, because I grew up with I have it right here, with the British Steel was one of my. And I was definitely born and raised with the new wave of British heavy metal. I met Rob last year at the Hellfest. That's a big festival. I don't know if you've ever.
I've never been there. I've heard of it though.
Super. It's really it's huge and great. So we played the same day, and then we were hanging out backstage and talking a little bit, and then I told Rob that I'm just finishing up a new album and that we have a big anniversary coming up. And then he looked at me, and then I think we both were thinking the same. And, and we said, let's do something together. We are friends for such a long time, since 1986, since our first tour. And then Rob asked me, he said, do you have an idea? You want to do a special song? And I said, yes, I would love to do Living After Midnight. It's such a feel-good. Reminds me a little bit on All We Are, where everybody is just really happy and can go crazy, sing along. And he said, okay, let's do Living After Midnight. And then he said, I have a song I would love to do with you for many years. And actually, really? And he said, yes, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Wow. And a Jim Steinman production. And I said, okay. And actually, yeah, we did it. And this video will come out the day when the whole album is coming out, on the 27th. And then you can see the video of Rob Halford and myself. I just filmed it actually a couple of days ago, and I think it will come out awesome. And Rob Halford looks stunning. He has a black leather coat on, and then the black hair. He looks so good.
Oh.
And, so single number 5. And we never did so many videos and singles before an album is coming out, but I guess, they told me that's the way to do it now, and I love doing video. That's actually pretty cool, and I'm really blessed and grateful. And Rob Halford, it was like, wow, it was one of my biggest inspirations, And my favorite singers was like Rob Halford, Ronnie James Dio, Lemmy, David Coverdale, and I'm so grateful I could tour with everybody or record or
Really. Is there anyone that you've still wanted to do something with, touring or duet, that you haven't been able to make happen yet? Because you've had so many dreams come true, like you said. You've worked with amazing people.
Cara, one dream that's impossible, because I wanted to do a duet with Ronnie James Dio. And were telling me that Ronnie was planning doing another record like Magica 2 and Magica 3, and that he said that we would do a duet together, and it never came to that. So that awesome. And we were on tour a couple of times. My first tour with Ronnie James Dio was in '87. That was unbelievable. When we just had our Triumph and Agony album out, and then we did a long tour in 2000 in the States, like 3 months tour.
That was the first year I think I met you. You were on tour with Ronnie in 2000. Yeah.
So awesome. Yeah. And we we started in San Francisco and we finished in Florida. And the last 3 shows, Ronnie always took me up on stage, and then we were singing arm in arm the last, encores together. And I said, well, I don't know exactly the lyrics. He said, that doesn't matter. Put his arm around me, and then we were singing, and the fans were singing. It was fantastic. So yeah, that would have been another.
That would have been amazing. Yeah, I love that Magica album. I would have loved to hear a Magica 2 and 3.
And and Ingrid Malmsteen, he was on a tour as well. So maybe it feels like playing a solo on another album. I'm planning for 20 more records, so who knows? There will be probably some.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about retirement, but you're still going strong. Do you have any plans to ever retire, or are you just going to go as long as you can?
Absolutely, as long as the people want to hear it and see it, and I want to do it till the day I die. Do it the Lemmy way.
Okay.
No. I feel I have many more records in me, and festivals, tour, everything. And I think physically I'm much more fit than I ever was. When I started out, I was like chain smoking, and I didn't take care of myself, and I didn't eat right. And now I'm doing a lot of sports. I gave up smoking many years ago, and I feel better than ever.
Wonderful. Is there any advice that you would give to young people that are starting a career in music on, what they should or shouldn't do to be able to go out there and have a 40-year career so far like you have?
Yeah, I would say, and just do it, and never let them bastards get you down, because to say is just believe in yourself, and try to surround yourself with good people. But if nobody believes in you, it doesn't matter. Believe in yourself, do your thing, be yourself. I would say, just try to find out what is your thing, and always do it. I think, taking a break is not so good. I think always, like, even when it gets difficult, I think it always goes up and down. In the beginning, I always thought it would only go up and up and up, but that's not the way. It's unfortunately not always. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes time is on your side, and sometimes it's more difficult. So you just have to do what you love and do it full force. And I would say we were pretty naive. Like when we started out, we were teenagers. So I would say, if you sign a contract, then just get some like real good advice. Get a lawyer to look over the thing before you sign your life away. We did it many times. We were always thinking, everybody is supportive and is your best friend. And then we signed so much stuff, which, it was like, in the end, it wasn't. So I would say, when you start, and get a good lawyer before you sign a contract, and because it is really a music business, and as a musician, you only care for the fans and the music, but other people there maybe they have different motives, which I hope not, but but better safe than sorry. So I would say, just do it, do it like wholeheartedly, and find your passion, and then just do it every day, because you will get better and better, and you will, get more, build more confidence, and then, other people will pick up on it. And I think in this day and age, it's so good that you can find your fans like much easier. Before I was very dependent on the record company, and you if they would support you, great, and if they would support somebody else, then that was like tough. So now you can do like so much with like social media, and and find your fan base. And so I think it's, on one hand, I think that's better, and today I think in this day and age it's more freedom. You don't have the pressure anymore, that people tell you have to have a hit, you have to do this and that. So when we started, the record companies were so, so important, and then, and they always told us you have to write a hit. And man, we are a metal band, a hit and doing something commercial, that's like, that's not what we wanted to do. So, but now I think everybody, do what is really true and what you feel. And I think that's really good. I think the fans, they will pick up on it.
Well, you've definitely found your audience. I know that you were at the top of the bill at Wacken this summer, and it was a big mud fest. So I wanted to ask you about that and how the show went and what that experience was like this year.
Oh man, yeah, I was. We played in Wacken. Oh God, I think 9 times headliner, and I was there at least 20 times.
Yeah,
and so much mud, like it was unbelievable. And we had this big show, and it was the first big celebration. We had many guests, and one day before we wanted to celebrate and rehearse with everybody, and just one made it to rehearsal. There was Joey Belladonna. Actually, he was, I don't know how long, the ride was. He took many planes, but he showed up, and everybody else was stuck in the mud in 20 hours. So we did a great show, and everything worked out. And Mickey D was there of Motorhead, and now Scorpions, and Phil Campbell. We did 2 songs for Lemmy. And the first song was Love Me Forever. That was actually my very first duet I did with Lemmy. It was on our album Calling the Wild, and of course a great Motorhead classic. And then in an encore we did Ace of Spades with all the guests, and there was a big drone show in the sky, and you could see Lemmy's face. He had his head, he had a cigarette in his mouth, and smoking. It was blowing smoke, and I don't know how these drones did it. It was spectacular. So that was one of the absolute highlights. And then Udo Dirkschneider was there, and Hansi Kirsch of Blind Guardian, and so many great guests. So it was really fantastic. Now we will celebrate in Düsseldorf, my former hometown. So Elisa White-Clues, she's coming from Arch Enemy. She's flying in from Canada. And many, many more great guests, and Taya, of the ex-singer of Nightwish. So there are a lot of great, very beautiful ladies will be there.
Nice. So exciting. I wish I could go, but I've already done 1 trip to Europe this year, and that's going to be it for me for now. No more vacation time.
We will. There are already some festivals lined up. I think next year, that's already confirmed. 21st of March, Texas, the Hells Heroes.
Oh, cool.
And the venue. So 21st of March, Texas Hells Heroes, and we will play all kinds of Warlock classics and stuff. It will be a mix between the new record and all the great Warlock old school songs.
Very cool.
Of course, it's just all that good stuff.
Great. Any other confirmed dates or plans for tours in the upcoming year to celebrate the anniversary?
Actually, it's just in the making. There are more festivals coming up. There are some festivals confirmed in Europe already, and in the States. The booker is just checking.
It's just starting to happen. Great. Yeah.
I definitely want to play all the new songs and stuff. And we have playing. We played already Time for Justice. That was always good. Everybody was singing along, and it has such a strong, good message. So everybody can relate. And next year I think it will start in March.
Okay.
The whole tour festival season, and festival season a little bit later. and we play this year, yeah, the Düsseldorf show and one big show in Mexico. It's like in December, so
Okay.
yeah, big thing, and yeah. So the booker is busy, and I'm ready for
You're
more.
ready.
Yeah, always.
Awesome. Well, it's exciting to hear everything that's coming up for you this year. I hope we get to see you again soon here in the States as well. Anything that we didn't touch upon with the new album or anything else new that we should talk about today?
I just, yeah, I just hope the fans will love the album as much
Yeah.
as we love it. There's a great box set and many vinyl editions, and
Cool.
like I showed the picture disc and the box set. It has some really cool stuff in it. For example, this one I love to wear it. It's like these two axes and the Doro logo. So there's some cool stuff for diehard fans, for the
Very
collectors,
cool.
and the CD, the digipack has a whole book in it with all kinds of photos, and I think the fans will definitely love it. It's like a timeline is in there, like from the first band on. It was my first band, Snakebite, the
Very
black and white,
cool.
the all kinds of stuff. And from there's Lemmy, that's 1986, the legendary Monster of Rock festivals, and then like it goes all over from Dio and Rob Halford, and so
Very
and the
cool.
I think, yeah, fans who still love to buy vinyl and CDs. It's I think it looks
Yeah.
great, and and I can't wait to play it live, and and check out the video. Yeah, and there's one video in the making. It takes a little bit longer because the artist says it's so much work. So he said 2 more months. And there's a song on this album. It's called Lean Me Rock Machine. And it will be a comic video. And I saw the first 50 seconds. And it's so funny. It's so hilarious. It's really cool. So it's probably coming out around Christmas time.
Okay.
But what I saw already, it's like, wow, and we never had a comic video. It was usually all like, cool video or like shot with real cameras, but the comic stuff, wow, it's something new, and really, really cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking time today to chat with us, and we'll get this shared out on social for everybody to see what's coming new. I appreciate you sharing the album and all those photos. I'm a photographer, so seeing the photo history is so cool. Documenting, things that happen are just, so important to have that timeline, right?
And in the 80s, 90s, when nobody had a cell phone,
right?
Man, like these great memories. I just have photos. Like, for example, the Ronnie James Dio tour. I wish somebody would have it, but so far I haven't seen anybody put it. But somebody gave me a stick, and it was a surprise. And I saw our rehearsal for my 20-year anniversary, and Lemmy and Mickey D were there. They were guests, and then there was the rehearsal of Lemmy, and oh man, I just got it. So sometimes the fans they give me stuff, and they get all the bootleg stuff, which then I'm happy that I can put. But maybe somebody has it somewhere deep in their closets. And I lost my whole apartment twice in New York. It was 2 times a hurricane, so everything I collected was gone, is in the ocean. So, and it happened. I don't have much left, but it's still in the universe out there.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure fans will start bringing you things when they get word of that. You just let them know, and I'm sure that they'll help fill in the blanks for you. Awesome. Well, thank you again. I appreciate your time so much, and I look forward to the new album.
Yes, thank you so much, and all the best. It was great talking to you, and hi to all the fans, and keep on rocking, stay metal. I love you lots, and see you soon, I hope.
Thank you. Bye.